Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm gonna do part 320 to my ChatGPT character chatbot series. Where in today's video guys, we're gonna do a story we haven't done in a very long time. We're going back, like I said, we're from bottom to top. I said it the last two videos, but in today's video, guys, we're going to do the Brachiosaurus confrontation story or scene. It's basically the one where somebody get transported to a dinosaur world, and I run into this Brachiosaur, like where the carnivores are sweet, but the herbivores are aggressive and mean. And I run into this particularly aggressive Brachiosaurus that doesn't trust people. So, yeah, the last time I did this is one of the best chatbots I ever did because it was so like amazing and intense. But yeah, here's where it says the scene begins moments after you're teleported. Like I said, if you don't remember the story, go back to the last one. The last time I did this, which unfortunately I can't tell you what part that was because I never labeled them until more recently. So unfortunately, I can't tell you which one it is now. But here's what it says. You land hard on the leafy forest floor, dazed but unharmed. The air smells different, heavy, humid, and rich with strange floral scents. As you stand, brushing yourself off, your ears pick up a deep, thunderous boom. 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 You turn around, emerging from behind a grove of tall ferns and massive, foreign-looking trees is a towering Brachiosaurus, its long neck rising far above the canopy. Its nostrils flare, and its massive feet pour and pound the earth as it charges directly toward you. Not slowly, but angrily and fast, like a two-story tall rhino on a mission. Oh, sweet Arceus. Its small head swings down toward you with surprising speed for such a large creature. Its deep yellow eyes glaring. It roared at me, but I'm not gonna. The Brachiosaurus roars, not a gentle trumpet, but a furious bellow that rattles your bones. Then, to your surprise, it speaks, in perfect, sarcastic, grumpy English. Oh, great! Another time hopper. What? Did you get lost looking for a prehistoric petting zoo? You humans really don't know when to quit, huh? Its head lowers even further, getting uncomfortably close to your face. Its breath smells like a mixture of pine, wet moss, and something sour. Did you bring more of those tiny glowing boxes you call phones? Last guy who dropped in here tried to take a selfie with my tail. He's mulched now. The trees creak and sway from the Brachiosaurus' movement as it stamps to its foot impatiently, waiting for your response. I'm going to tell you guys, I think I did find a way where I can actually get to make memories more easily. However, at this rate, I don't know what to do. Because I've already did some good runs with everything. And, I don't want to delete them and have to find a better one again. Especially when I've had so much amazing stuff happen. I'll have to see about doing it maybe whenever we get something good to happen. Maybe I'll even try it right here on this chatbot. But that's only whenever the dinosaurs here trust me. For now, guys, let me go and see what I'm going to say to the Brachiosaurus. Alright, guys. I said I get very startled and scoot back a bit. I said, whoa, a Brachiosaurus! And he can speak? Please do not attack me. No, I don't have my phone with me. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're jumpy. Good. You should be. The Brachiosaurus lowers its head even further, the shadow of its massive neck stretching over you like a skyscraper in the sun. Its eyes narrow as it gives you a long, suspicious sniff. No phone, huh? That's unexpected. Usually you humans can't go 5 minutes without pointing a shiny screen at my face. So what are you doing here then, tiny mammal? This is my grove, and I like trespassers. It stomps his foot again, the ground shaking hard enough that you have to steady yourself. You smell weird. Not like any of the usual mammals that wander in here. You're from the future, aren't you? It swings its head back up, snorting loud before glaring back down at you. Well, listen up, time traveler. I don't care if you're from a million years ahead or 5 minutes from now. You're in my forest, and I don't trust anything that just pops out of a glowing hole in the sky. Give me one good reason I shouldn't stomp you flat right here and now. The massive herbivore looms over you, nostrils flaring, waiting for your answer. I mean, what am I supposed to tell him there? That I'm not gonna hurt him? I mean, he's much more bigger than me. He could squish me with his neck right now. He could just take his head and go, and then probably injure me. Oh no, I'm so screwed. Alright, guys. I just said, please don't do that. I promise I'm not here to mess with your territory or to hurt you. I don't even understand how I got here. I was just sitting at my home watching TV when this pool opened up and dragged me here. The giant dinosaur leans in closer, so close that you can feel the rush of warm air from its nostrils as it sniffs you again. Its enormous amber eye narrowed, scanning you up and down like it's trying to see if you're lying. Dragged here, huh? So you didn't choose to come? It lets out a low, grumbling rumble deep in its throat. The sound is halfway between a growl and an earthquake. After a tense moment, it lifts its head slightly and exhales through its nostrils in a loud whoosh, blowing leaves and dirt all around you. Fine, I'll believe you, for now. But don't think for a second I'm gonna let you just waltz around here like this is some kind of nature hike. This isn't your soft, cozy future. This is my world. You stay out of trouble, or I'll personally make sure you don't leave it. Oh shoot, that's terrifying. It straightens his neck to its full, terrifying height, towering over the forest. And you'd better find a way back to that little home of yours fast. Their herbivores aren't as patient as me. They see you, they'll try to flatten you first and ask questions they'll never. You think I'm mad? Wait till you meet the Triceratops herd. Oh my gosh. The Brachiosaurus lowers its head again and glares at you. So, human, what's your plan? You gonna sit here and wait to get stomped? Or do you actually have an idea how to get back home? Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. I just said, I don't have any clue how I can get back, but I promise you, aggressive or no, I don't mean any other dinosaurs here harm. I wouldn't hurt a single dinosaur in here, not even if they were the most aggressive creature. Wow, that shocked the Brachiosaurus, I think. I think I said something shocking to him. Huh? The Brachiosaurus tilts its massive head to the side, eyeing you curiously now instead of just angrily. It almost looks surprised by your words. You wouldn't? Not even if they came charging at you, horns down, ready to turn you into paste? It snorts again, but this time the sound is less threatening and more skeptical. Most of your kind show up here screaming, throwing rocks, or trying to climb me like I'm some kind of treehouse. You're different, huh? Brachiosaurus straightens up a little as if rethinking its first impression of you. You really mean it, don't you? That you wouldn't hurt any of us? It stomps one massive foot thoughtfully, the ground trembling just slightly this time, not as threatening, more like it's thinking. Alright, tiny mammal, I'll make you a deal. I know a place, a strange rocky clearing where the air feels wrong. The older dinosaurs say it's where the sky holes open and close. If you want a chance of getting home, that's where you need to go. But it's a dangerous path, and the other herbivores are going to try to crush you if they see you. It lowers its head again, closer this time until its nose is almost level with your chest. I can walk you part of the way, not because I like you, because I'd rather you get home than cause more chaos in my forest. You step out of line, though, and I won't hesitate to fling you halfway across the swamp. Understand? Its giant eye locks on you, waiting for your answer. Give me a second, guys. This Brachiosaurus is probably gonna think I'm stupid for saying this, but I said, I know this is going to sound weird for you to hear, but I don't mind about being here. I know you said the other herbivores were not patient. What about the carnivores and the dinosaurs that eat both plants and meat? You don't mind being here? The giant dinosaur lets out a booming, incredulous laugh that shakes the leaves off the nearby branches. You're either the bravest human I've ever seen, or the dumbest. It lowers its head again, staring at you with an oddly curious expression now. Carnivores. Ha! You got lucky there, tiny mammal. The meteors are actually the nice ones. Uh, why'd I get lucky if I had you then? Tyrannosaurus, Allosaurus, even those loud little raptors. They're friendly. Chatty even. Some of them might even help you if you ask politely. It leans closer, lowering its voice like it's telling you a secret. But the omnivores, the ones that eat both plants and meat, those are the worst. They're unpredictable. You never know if they're going to talk to you, ignore you, or try to stomp you flat just for fun. The Therizinosaurus especially. Don't let those long claws fool you. They're nasty. It straightens back up with a loud creak of its massive neck. So you say you see your problem now? If you just sit around enjoying the view, something's eventually going to find you, and it won't be me standing here having a nice chat. You either move carefully, or you won't last the night. Brachiosaurus stomps one foot lightly, sending a small shower of dirt and leaves towards you. So, do you still think you'd rather stay here than find your way home? Oh my gosh. Alright, guys. I told him the thing about Rexy and me with the cursed Rexy. I just said, the carnivores are friendly and the omnivores are unpredictable. I know this is going to sound weird to you, possibly even shocking, but back at my home, I have a friendly Tyrannosaurus Rex that can actually speak. However, there's been some rough spots between me and him because of a Pokemon. Only a few months ago, I myself was stuck as a tiny velociraptor, and my own pet kept transforming into different creatures and being unpredictable with his personality. There was times where he would become a dragon or a massive fragger, and he would try to eat me or hurt me. But other times he would be another creature, but be the most friendly and loving like his normal self, and this was caused by a curse. Wait. The Brachiosaurus stops mid-breath, staring down at you with wide, blinking eyes. For the first time since you arrived, it looks not angry, not even suspicious, just genuinely stunned. You have a talking Tyrannosaurus Rex as a pet? It lets out a long, low whistle through its nostrils, blowing dust and leaves across the forest floor. And you, a tiny velociraptor, cursed, with a friend who kept turning into different creatures, sometimes trying to eat you? It shakes its massive head, its whole neck swaying side to side like a giant pendulum. That's insane. You mean to tell me you've already dealt with unpredictable, dangerous creatures and survived? The Brachiosaurus lowers its head again to its huge eyes right next to you. Its tone shifts, not so hostile now, more curious, almost impressed. You must be tougher than you look, little mammal. Most of your kind would have curled up and cried themselves into a puddle after just one day of that kind of chaos. It huffs, the wind from its breath almost knocking you backward. Maybe you'd actually survive out here longer than I thought. Maybe. It pulls back a little, clearly thinking. Alright, if you really want to meet the carnivores, I can take you near the edge of their hunting grounds. Just don't say I didn't warn you if things get interesting. But you've seen worse, huh? The Brachiosaurus smirks. Yes, it actually smirks, and stomps the ground, signaling for you to follow. Come on, tiny raptor. Let's see if your luck holds up. Is he now calling me a tiny raptor? Give me a second. Alright, guys. It says, okay, I know you don't fully trust or like me, but please listen to what I have to say here. Because of that curse, even though I'm no longer It didn't put a tiny dinosaur. People still use the insult Raptor Boy, and the humans always try to attack me. I've also had better luck getting creatures to trust me and even protect me when I'm in danger. That's why I don't seem so scared, because while I have met aggressive creatures back at my time, most of them eventually started to like me and became protective over me. For a long moment, the giant dinosaur just stares at you, its massive shadow still covering the forest floor. Then slowly its head tilts and its expression changes from anger to something softer. Not exactly friendly yet, but no longer hostile. Raptor Boy, huh? It lets out a deep rumbling sound that might be a laugh. It vibrates through the ground beneath your feet. You know, I kinda like that. Has a nice ring to it. Brachiosaurus lowers its head again until its snout is only a few feet from you. So that's why you're not screaming and running like the others? You've been through worse, and you learned that even the ones who scare you can turn out to be friends. Huh. It exhales through its nostrils again, but this time it's gentle, almost like a sigh. You know what? I think I might actually respect that. Takes guts to say something like that to a creature that could flatten you with one step. Massive herbivore slowly straightens its neck, towering high above you again, but the tension in its stance is gone. Alright, Raptor Boy. I wish you wouldn't call me that. I'll stop glaring at you like you're my next problem. You've convinced me you're not here to make trouble. At least not on purpose. It gives a loud boom stomp of its foot, then gestures with its long neck toward a path deeper into the forest. Come on. If you're really as good at earning trust as you say, then maybe the carnivores will like you too. And if they do, maybe they can help you find that sky hole and send you home. Its big amber eye glints at it as it looks back at you. And if you really want to stay here instead of going home, you better prove you belong. Forest doesn't just let strangers hang around forever. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Alright, guys. Here's what I said. I said, okay, I would love to meet them, but honestly, I know it would probably be shocking to you if it actually happened, but I think if those other dinosaurs, like the other herbivores and the omnivores, gave me a chance, I could show them that I'm not a threat to them either. You said the carnivores are friendly, so they might trust me quickly. Honestly, if I have to, I would happily befriend every single dinosaur in this world. That would be dope. Heck, I know in the first run I had such a cool run because like we met this like group of like I don't remember what all the dinosaurs were, but there was like a few dinosaurs that were just amazing and they were very sweet. That was the one where I actually had to go through a bunch of tests, like flipping having to deal with the shadow sort of Rexy in order to flip it. That's actually, I think that was the story where the shadow Rexy started, actually. Or not the shadow Rexy story, but the like chatbot that started the concept of Rexy appearing as a shadow, like an evil, like the evil shadow version of Rexy, in like dreams and everything else, or like even in tests, like it is here. The enormous dinosaur freezes mid-step, then slowly turns its head back toward you. Its golden eye studies you for a long, silent moment before it lets out a low, booming laugh that echoes through the forest. You'd befriend every dinosaur in this world, even the ones that would rather see you squished flat? You're either braver than any creature I've ever met, or completely out of your mind. It lowers its head down again, and this time there's no glare, just a strange, almost amused curiosity. You really mean it, don't you? You'd stand there and keep trying to talk to a raging Triceratops until it stopped trying to gore you? You'd walk up to a Therizinosaurus with claws longer than your body and say, "Hi." Its deep rumbling voice softens. You're strange, Raptor Boy. Maybe this forest needs someone strange. Someone who isn't scared off by a few angry stomps or a loud roar. It leans even closer, the warm air from its breath brushing your face. Alright, I'll take you to meet the carnivores first. If they like you, word will spread fast. And who knows, maybe even the other herbivores will give you a chance. But if you're serious about this, you better be ready to prove yourself. They'll test you. They always do. Brachiosaur stomps the ground once, hard enough to make the trees shake, swings its long neck forward to lead the way. Let's go, Raptor Boy. Time to see if you can turn this world full of stomping snorting angry giants into a world full of friends. Are you literally serious? Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys, I just followed the Brachiosaurus to where the carnivores are. Here we go. It says you hurry to keep up with the Brachiosaurus, its massive strides shaking the ground with every step. The forest seems to change as you travel. The trees grow wider and taller, their canopies blocking out most of the sunlight, and the air smells sharper, like wet stone and fresh earth. The Brachiosaurus glances back at you, its massive eyes shining in the dappled light. Stay close, Raptor boy. You're entering the hunting grounds. Carnivores aren't going to hurt you, but the omnivores like to hang out near the edges. Don't give them an excuse to get cranky. You know, following carefully as the huge dinosaur pushes aside branches with its long neck. Then you hear it. Heavy footsteps ahead, but louder than the Bronchiosaurus's. A deep rumbling but friendly growl rolls through the forest. From behind a cluster of heavy ferns, a Tyrannosaurus Rex steps into view. Its scales are a dark green with streaks of orange down its sides, and its golden eyes immediately lock on you. Instead of roaring, it tilts its massive head curiously and speaks in a surprisingly warm, almost cheerful voice. Is it a male or female? I don't know what voice to do. Well, well, well. What do we have here? You brought me a human long neck? Long neck. The Brachiosaurus snorts and takes a step aside, giving the carnivore a better look at you. Yeah, says he's not here to cause trouble. Says he's not scared of us, either. Figured you might want to see if that's true. Tyrannosaurus' enormous mouth curves into something that almost looks like a grin. Not scared, huh? Interesting. Most humans scream when they see me. I don't even have to roar. So, little human. T-Rex lowers its head until its snout is just a few feet from you, its hot breath washing over your face. Are you really not afraid of me? Okay, I like the T-Rex. Give me a second, guys. Guys, this is hilarious. But let me go and say, I mean, like, I don't know. Because imagine, like, there was actually a world where, like, the dinosaurs still existed, but like it's like this where the herbivores are the aggressive ones, while the carnivores are the ones that would sit there and love on you with their massive snout, or flipping I don't know, like flipping push like a little bit of fruit over to you with their massive snout, or even using their tiny claws. I don't know, but here's what I did. No, I'm not. You just seem like a very sweet and friendly Tyrannosaurus. And I walk up to the Tyrannosaurus Rex and gently pet its snout. I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. The Tyrannosaurus' huge amber eyes blink in surprise as your hand touches its snout. For a moment, the forest is completely silent. Even the Brachiosaurus seems to be watching closely. Then the T-Rex lets out a deep, rumbling sound. Not a growl, but something almost like a giant reptilian purr. Well, I'll be. A human that walks right up to me and pets me? It lowers its head a little more, letting you keep your hand there. Its scaly skin is warm and rough, like sun-baked stone. You've got guts, little mammal. And you're right. I am friendly. At least to those who don't scream and run from me. Tyrannosaurus lifts its head back up, straightening proudly before glancing over at the Brachiosaurus. This one's different, long neck. I can feel it. He's not just saying he won't hurt us. He means it. The Brachiosaurus snorts, a sound halfway between approval and a warning. Yeah, well, we'll see if the others agree. One friendly Rex doesn't mean the whole forest will welcome them. T-Rex glances back down at you, its massive teeth glinting as it smiles. If you're serious about befriending everyone here, then you've already passed your first test. The rest, well, they'll want proof too. But you got me on your side now. It leans closer, lowering its voice in a conspiratorial tone. And trust me, having a T-Rex as a friend makes everything a little easier. The Brachiosaurus starts to turn, motioning his way its neck deeper into the woods. Come on, Raptor boy. If we want to earn this force's trust, we should start moving. So when you meet the others, the sooner we see if this crazy idea of yours works. Oh my gosh. Alright, guys, well, this is the last one. I said, okay, well, it was nice to meet you, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I just told him my name. The master predator blinks at you, then lets out a low, pleased rumble that makes the ground vibrate beneath your feet. Tritna, that's a strong name. Suits someone brave enough to walk up to a T-Rex and pet its nose. It lowers its head once more, this time gently nudging you with the tip of its snout. Surprisingly careful for such a massive creature. My name's is it Kyle? Kael? My name's Kyle. And now that we've met properly, Kyle steps back, his huge tail swings slowly behind him as if he's more relaxed now. You're under my protection while you're in this part of the forest. Any other carnivore that gives you trouble, I'll make sure they back off. Consider me your first official friend here. Brachiosaurus lets out a deep snort, sounding almost amused. Careful, Kyle. You spoiled him too early. He'll start thinking all of us long necks and horn heads are going to roll out with the ferns for him. Let them test him if they want. If he's really the kind of human who can make friends with everyone, they'll see it for themselves soon enough. Kyle glances back down at you, his giant amber eyes glowing warmly. You ready, Triton? We can start introducing you to the others. Some of them might not be as calm as me. You'll need to stay confident. Why confident of all things? Okay. Well, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit more of emoji because I want to actually see if I can get through that run with the fairy type for alligator. I did not expect it to actually have a good run because last few times I've done that one, it hasn't worked out as good as I was hoping it would. But that's it for this one. Bye bye.